Well, good morning, everyone, and thanks for joining us. I appreciate everyone taking the time to join us on today's webinar, where we're going to take a look at Kentico CMS 7 and mobile. One of the things that I did want to point out is we are running a series of webinars right now as we get closer to releasing Kentico CMS 7. Which is scheduled for release during Kentico Connections here in the United States in Denver towards the end of September. The series of webinars, we've already concluded with some webinars around our integration with Salesforce, as well as what we're doing around the cloud as we continue to innovate and extend on that. Today, I'm really excited. We're doing a webinar on mobile, and Kentico has really always been kind of a leader in providing mobile, and we're really starting to look at how we can evolve that moving forward. The other thing is, please make sure, don't forget, we have 2 more webinars available that still have registration sheets for people to join. October 30th, we're going to take a look at Kentico CMS 7 and some of the advancements we have coming in our online marketing suite, which includes things like marketing automation. And then usually one of the favorites on August 28th is we're going to have Martin Hamonic, our CTO, present around what he sees as some of his favorite features around version 7. And both of those you can register directly, as you can see off of our site, or if you go to the bit.ly LRSDJP, that will take you directly to the link. As with all of our webinars, we will record it and then make it available, both the slides as well as the video, hopefully by tomorrow, so that, as we know, people are very interested in seeing this information. So once again, if you have any questions about that, please don't hesitate to ask. It really is one of my favorite kind of webinars when we get to talk about mobile, as this is the thing that really seems to be moving a lot of the industry forward. And without any further introduction, I think I'm going to introduce Uri Hinrich. Uri is one of our group product managers here at Kentico, and he's responsible with his team in developing a lot of the innovations that you're going to see today around mobile. And Uri is actually taken some time from delivering the software to come and talk to us today and show us some of the new innovations and new features that's going to be available around mobile. So without any further introduction, Uri, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Okay, thank you, Tom. Hello, everybody from Czech Republic. As Tom said, I'm Uri Hinrich, and we are going to talk today about mobile web development in Kentico CMS. Over the past few years, mobile web usage has considerably increases the point that web developer and designer can no longer afford to ignore. So Kentico CMS is okay. Is it better?
Can you put your it sounds like, if you can go a little bit closer to the mic, I think we'll see what we can do.
Yeah. Is it better right now?
Yep, that sounds better.
Okay, thank you. So Kentico is aware of this mobile development trend on the web, and in version 7 we bring you a way to specify design of existing site to match client devices. So basically they see mobile web and mobile web better than classical desktop or some conversion and redirection. Without further ado, let's see what new features can you expect in Kentico CMS 7. First of all, we implemented mobile device detection. So you can detect users' devices with user agent or with support of external service like 51degrees.mobi. These devices can be then stored in device profiles like a category of devices, so we can specify design only for one profile, not to each device separately. And on this detection and profiling, we bring you a new way to specify layout and custom device layout for your portal pages. And this is list of new features, and some of the existing features or some sort of features in our release candidate of version 7 was conditional layout and CSS designing of pages. You can generate CSS classes according to current device profile. So first of all, let's talk about device detection. You can, I will show it to you in our UI, in CMS Site Manager. In development section, you can see device profiles as a new module, where you can specify some profiles to different devices. Let's see, Android devices. Here you can see mobile device in Android devices is Google Nexus 1. This device is detectable by XML definition stored in our app themes, modules, device profiles. Here you can see XML definition. This is this is just, oh, this is can you see it, or should I? Okay. This is just definition of different user agents for some devices. As you can see, you can specify each user agent, and like iPad here, you can see there are many user agents, and here is for iPhone as well. In Kentico CMS version 7, we bring you out of the box some devices already specified, but you can also add some new or custom. Or you can use external service 51degrees.mobi, which provide automatically updates of user agents dictionary. So you will have always current devices and their user agents in your application. This update run on the background of your application once in 2 weeks. So you will have always current user agents. Okay, so this is mobile device detection. You can detect device, but if you want to use or specify different layouts or different design of your site for these devices, you should change layout for each device, and this approach was not so straightforward. So we bring you device profiles where you can categorize similar devices, I don't know, like Android device or tablets or something like that, into one profile, and you can specify design only for this profile and not for each device separately. Basically, according to this device profile, I will show you, this is device profile. You can specify device selected from here. You can see this is out of the box some devices from the XML file. I'll show you. Of course, you can specify a special user agent if you don't want to edit that XML file each time you want to add a new device. You just type one user agent per one, and these device profiles will be handled. Or you can use macro expressions like here, that the current device user agent contains Android. This is basically macro for all Android devices with correct user agents. And here you can see preview width and height. So it is basically viewport dimensions of this profile in CMS Desk. In CMS Desk, you can see we bring you this new device profile selector. Sorry, and I don't know, for example, iPhone. And now I will edit layouts and templates for this profile. Or I can check preview, and you can see this is the report change for this page for iPhone. Or you can switch it to, I don't know, Android device, where you can see image of Nexus 1. Of course, if you want to see how this page will look like on the rotated device, we bring you this new feature with the rotation of the preview. So this is the setting of the preview for this profile. And of course, if you want to, you can change these borders of device report on the theme tab of current profile. You can see here there are just slices of the image used in this simple CSS file, where you can change device frame around the report. Okay, so basically this is all the features for the device profile, and according to this device profile, okay, you can use automatic layout transformation, which allows you to automatically change layout for some shared layouts or page layouts. You can see here, this is page layouts or shared layouts, where you can see there's, I don't know, two columns 2080. You can see there are zone ID A, B, C, and D, and between zone B and C is sliced 20 to 80. Okay, and there's some small changes in UI, so this layout is convertible, and this feature, convertible number of zones, it's just number of this web icon. This checkbox is convertible, tells you that this device, this layout can be convertible in a device profile automatically. So basically, I don't know, for iPad, you can see page layout stuff. Here, you can here's list of all page layouts that are convertible on the left side. On the right side is basically marked or target layout for this device in current page layout. So if I use this 2080, I can transfer it automatically to 4 rows or something else. And if I use this page layout in my design, I can this design will be automatically converted, so I don't have to change anything. I can show you. I prepared some really basic examples. Here you can see in default layout I have 2080 layout, which you can see here. Edit layout. You can see it's basically the same I showed you before. 2080, and it's designed. And if I change it to iPad, I change to iPad, you can see this zone B was automatically transferred to full width div, and zone C was put below this zone B. So you can see it in a preview. If I show you the default view of this page, is just some menu on the left and a listing of the news on the desktop or some unknown device. And if Kentico CMS detects that the device using by client is iPad, will automatically change layout on behind and show it to client like this. So you can have menu control on the top of the page and listing on the bottom. So there is no side-to-side scroll bar. Okay. So basically each layout can be automatically transferred. But this feature is only available for the page layout or shelf layout. As you can see, I will show it on page template settings. That this page uses shared layout to columns 2080. So if I want to edit it in here, each page on each page using this shared layout will be changed, and this is not totally perfect scenario. This scenario is for pages with clean or simple design, where you want to only change layouts and switch position of some web parts or something like that. So this will bring me to custom device layout, which is basically the same as automatically transfer or automatically mapping of the layouts, but it's definitely defined on each template separately. So you can have one template like here, where I have some corporate side home page, which is basically a home page with some, I see. This is basically a home page of a corporate site, where you can see some widget zone, left zone, main, and right zone. And this kind of layout is not easily transferable. So we bring you a way to change layout for each device separately. So if I switch, I don't know, for Android device, where I know I have don't specify layout yet, I can create device layout for this device and this not so simple layout. So I can create a layout by copying default profile, or if you or I have some previously specified custom layout, I can copy this content or this layout from the selected profile. I choose copy from iPad, and you can see layout was changed. Here you can see I have some left and right, but I moved the right column to the bottom, so my scrolling news web part and I think it's some poll web part will be switched to the bottom of the page. So I close this and page will refresh. You can see design is a bit tricky, I see, but you have general knowledge of how this will work. You can see the top zone remains, left zone, main center, but the right zone was moved down. So basically you can now edit. There is some indication using this device profile layout, not default. and you can edit layout as you want. I can remove some content or move zone to different views and something like that. And of course, you can just remove this device layout, and it will automatically move it to default. So, and page will refresh. So here you can see I'm back in default layout and not device profile layout. This automatically switching is in a CMS desk some kind of forced, but if you use, if you want to see exactly on how this, how your design will look on devices, you can also use some user agent switcher to test your device and see if everything works perfectly. This is basically or mainly for the macro expressions where you can easily make a mistake and some devices will not be recognized as you want. Oh, I forgot to mention these little arrows as this information set. Evaluation of device profiles goes from top to bottom, and if your device will match the criteria for iPad or iPhone, it will don't go to Android device or some other devices below. And of course, in profiles, it will be evaluated from top to bottom as well. So if you specify device or user agent and then to evaluate, then we'll step to evaluate the macro expression. So this is basically the user-friendly or very easy way to change layouts according to device profiles. And to this, I will show you some high-level or some high-level controls you can use in layouts. CMS conditional layout is layout control I think in version 6, so you can use it in older version. You can specify CMS conditional layout control in your layout code or markup, and you have to specify run at server ID group name, which is basically a group evaluated for visibility, as well from top to bottom. So you can see here I have a property visible for device profiles, iPad, for iPhone, and this group name, this group devices doesn't have any profile specified, so this will be basically the default. In here, in this conditional layout, you can have much more freedom to specify roles or other visibility properties for this layout, not only device. You can specify visibility for roles, for document type or domain, if you have one page or one site for different domains. And this layout will be evaluated for device profile, iPad, for this group. Basically, the scenario is that from top to bottom, in each group will be evaluated, and if one conditional layout will be visible, or all other layouts will be hidden. So if you want to mixed some really crazy scenario for layout. For example, for different devices and different roles and domains, you can specify other group names for this scenario. So you have one group name for devices, one group name for roles, one group name for domains, and so on. You can also specify only visibility property, and you can use our macro language called K# to basically limitless possibilities, where you can have if user is user name or current I don't know, view mode, current page, alias path or something like that, and you can build some macro for your specific condition. So this was conditional layout. This is a really strong and powerful control, but not as user-friendly as we want. So basically, for the purpose of custom layout, we bring you the inherited control called device layout, which is basically the same as conditional layout, but with some predefined settings. So you can just give it run at server ID and device for visible for device profiles, and no other properties needed. And basically this is the same control as you can see. On the behind or under the hood, the device group name is device profile or devices or something like that. So you can use only one group of device layout for your design. And I can show you, this is device layout for Android. So it's basically the rows, and for iPad I think it's one on the left, and content, and default is I think 3 columns and some top menu. So you can use this layout for a really specific scenario you want. And of course conditional layout is even much stronger control. And as I said, this is for the high level or really experienced users, because it's not so straightforward as custom layouts or marked layouts, which is basically just clicking and really small editing of layouts. And one of the downside of this control is that if you specify some condition, for example, visible for roles, you have to switch user to edit each layout separately. Because if I am global admin, this means I will fall in each role. So basically the first one is winner, and all other layouts will be hidden. So I can't change any properties of this layout or web parts or add standard parts and something like that. And this was conditional layouts. And one of the last type of mobile development right now on web is CSS designing. Some CSS changes was made in CSS 3 called media queries, which is basically upgrade of media type from CSS 2. And of course this feature is not from Kentico. And you can specify, basically, I have some example here. You can specify for responsible design which media screen CSS code or part of code will be used for the specified criteria. So you can see if media screen is over 999 pixel, this piece of CSS style will be used, and we have here some smaller, and I believe it's a really small piece of basically this is all a really small piece of CSS bar style. And I have some really cool example here for responsible design. And one of the downside of this is that if user change size of his browser on the desktop, he will also see the mobile version or mobile design of your site. So if I drag this, you can see I have some info text on the top, some shopping cart, and text size selector. And if I go smaller, you should see the stuff on the right. So basically, shopping cart, text size, and I believe there is culture selector there was hidden by CSS. So several part of this control was rendered and processed, so it's not really useful for hiding stuff from the page. But you can see some part of page was hidden, and if I go really narrow, you can see the whole navigation was changed. And if I have some content here, it will be also narrowed down, and all images will be hidden or resized or something like that. So this is basically a responsible design which allows you to change design of existing content. So now you can see in Kentico CMS 7, in Kentico CMS 7 you can specify automatic layout changes, or you can specify custom layout for each site. And on this concept, is you can use responsible design, where you have prepared basic layout or basic design of your page, and in responsible design you can just tweak it to perfectly match your criteria. And for responsible design, we want to specify, or we want to bring you ability to detect which device profile is used to render this page. So basically, I'll show you source code of this page. Okay. You can see here in body class there is some browser detection, language detection, and so on. And I don't have the correct build, but in next build, or in version 7, will be code name of your device profile rendered into body class. So basically this part will be rendered in the body class, so you can specify design for, I don't know, body.ipad.menu will be narrow or without some effects or something like that. And this allows you to really then bring to your customers useful and usable mobile site without our previous type of mobile development, just like this redirection to mobile section of your site, which is not really useful right now. So we bring you in Kentico CMS 7 way to just change layout or change design of your existing site and don't, and without creating new content or without creating new pages to show your customers content of your pages for different devices. And this is basically all new features for Kentico CMS 7 on mobile development field.
Excellent. So, Uri, we have some time for some questions. So what I'd like to do, what I'd like to do is, if anyone has any questions, I know I've got a couple here. Please go ahead and send them in. One of the first questions that I saw was, what support do we have for iPad editing, if any?
This is not fully my field, but I can show you a sneak preview of live-site editing on I don't know, iPad or Galaxy Tab or something like that. You can see here we add on-site editing features, and here we test this layout and this interface on iPad or Galaxy Tab and do some ASUS transformer, and you can see here we bring you ability to edit page right from the live site. So I can see here this editable text. I can just click edit on your iPad and will bring you the view of content, and you can edit this content on your iPad or something like that. This was tested on iPad and ASUS Transformer further.
Okay, great. Let's see. So another question is it possible to use the, I'm not sure I follow all of this, but is it possible to use the Kentico UI mobile JavaScript libraries with layouts, with the mobile layouts that you showed?
Yeah, of course. One of our web development team is using this functionality for a new e-commerce site. I will show you some really basic example. Basically, the scenario is that you switch layout and change layout into a way that I don't know, jQuery UI mobile, jQuery mobile, and so I think jQuery Touch is the other one, is able to use your layout.
Okay. All right. Let's see. So another question. Can there be more than one profile for visible devices? So is there a way to make one profile that will change for vertical, longer, like an Android device, to horizontal, or do you have to have two separate profiles?
I don't follow exactly the question, because you can see you have multiple device profiles for your clients, and evaluation is from top to bottom. So if it is not iPad, so it's iPhone. It check for iPhone. If it's not iPhone, it check for Android device. And I don't know if I mentioned this. There is one property in CMS context called current device Cs. So there is basically ordered list of each device that match the criteria.
Okay. I think what they're trying to, and certainly I'd love to get more information, is there a way to say for the visible device that I want to have one that's maybe vertical if you have a longer Android device, you know, and I think that you showed that, right, that you can actually have it.
Of course, I will show you some properties you will have in current device. You can specify if, I don't know, platform name or screen pixel width is higher than, I don't know, 200 and lower than 800, and this same property for width as for height, and then you specify screen size of the device for this profile. And you can have multiple Android devices, I don't know, Android device, tablet Android device, and so on, mobile Android device holder.
Okay. And then, of course, one of the questions, I've gotten a couple of these, is there's nothing that you showed here that would be any different in either Portal versus ASPX templates.
In Portal, you can use layouts and templates, as I show you, and in SPX templates, you have to use conditional layout or CMS device layout to use this functionality, because map layout or templates is not available for clean ASPX development mode or model. But in mixed model, which is shown here in example, you will have Portal engine in ASPX page, so you can have this layout transfer or layout change according to device if you use Portal engine component to specify your design.
Okay, great. And another question, how can we handle a situation where we only want to show part of a site in mobile, like a home page and products, but still show the entire site in a non-mobile browser?
Okay, here you can use some macro expression for visibility or something like that. Here in menu section, I can use, I don't know if it's here, yeah, you will have some wear condition or some on. We have some filter or a header section of navigation, and also you can specify just visibility for the web part of the page, not just checkbox, but use our macro expression, and here in you can have device profile is something, or just current device is in some I don't know, property max screen size, which can handle JavaScript or something like that.
Okay.
But I have to say you all, this information is from the XML file or from 51 degrees mobile, and in light version 51 degrees mobile only provide you hardware vendor and screen size, not all other properties listed in here. So if you want to check if your device is capable to handle cookies, you have to use premium device package from 51 degrees.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, another question along that line, I think, is on most sites, they detect if you're on a mobile browser and send you to the mobile sites, and they have limited functionality, and this person actually tends to navigate to the full site link. Does this mode of development offer the ability to auto-detect the browser type and use the full site?
Yeah, I don't know exactly if it's possible out of the box. It is able to render some JavaScript or some redirection according to macro definition, or you can use macro device redirect to the part. I will show you here, which is basically the switch between mobile device and, oh, not this one, switch mobile detection, this one. You can switch from mobile layout to default layout. I don't know, for some reason I don't want to see mobile layout from on my iPad. I want to see full page as I am on desktop. So you can specify link content, and desktop content. Oops. And you will see some redirection whereby if I am on the iPad, I can switch back to, oh, I totally mixed it. You can switch back to default view of the page.
Okay. Another question. So how with new devices like the iPad 3 or iPhone 5 or 6, will they be supported automatically?
I don't know. I think we have some plans to use it with our hotfix utility, so we will hotfix your installation, but I don't know how we can automatically match your changes with ours. So if you don't change your XML definition of devices, we will be able to add some new devices into this XML file. Or you can also use, as I said, 51 degrees detection or detection plugin, where I will show you. They support many devices, and the premium data is updated each 2 weeks. So you can see published is 4 days ago.
Okay. Another question, how does the mobile functionality work with e-commerce sites and the checkout screen steps?
I think basically the same, because we just change layout and design of the page, so you don't change any functionality behind. So if you use shopping cart or product list on some changed design on your iPad version of the page, you can use it basically the same.
Okay. And let's see, last two questions that I can see that we can answer, because I know we're starting to run out of time here. Question is, what about pictures? For example, on the browser, the picture height 80, width 250, and in the mobile device, will this picture be compressed to the device width, or will it stay to 250?
Yeah, I just talked about it, I think yesterday with Martin, and we decided to bring you in final version of 7 functionality in settings to check and make sure each image on the page will be resized maximum for the maximum size of the device. For example, if I have iPhone, which is, I don't know, really the screen size, but if the image I want to show you is much higher than higher screen size of the screen, it will be automatically shrink down to max size of the screen. And this can be overwritten with just one query parameter. If you want to show you, I don't know, some map images or really large images you want to scroll for your client.
Okay, great. And, oh, I accidentally think I gave someone the wrong, I'm getting a little overwhelmed here with questions, but last question, will all the web parts support mobile layout as current web parts are in table layout?
I really don't understand the question. We filter out or filtered all layouts. So basically, each layout in here is on just this, not table here. And the content of web parts will be basically the same. I don't know if I correctly answered.
Yep, I think you did. I think you did. So I think we're getting towards the bottom of the questions here. I think we've answered the majority of questions that I can see. So I definitely want to thank everyone. This has been, I always love really interactive webcasts, and this has been, I think, one of the most interactive that we've ever had, which tells us that there's a lot of interest in mobile.
Yeah, yeah,
which,
of course.
which is
And
definitely, go ahead, Uri.
yeah, okay. So if you have any suggestion to improve our mobile device or mobile web development, you can post your thoughts or your ideas on our I don't know, user voice, kentico.uservoice.com, and we will definitely check there and we'll try to implement it in next version or so.
Great. Well, and I want to thank everyone for joining us today. As with all webcasts, we're going to try to we'll get the presentation, and we've been recording this, and hopefully we'll get that up in the next day or so. Please don't forget that we still have 2 other webinars for Kentico CMS 7, part of our ramp-up series as we get closer to release. Also, we definitely hope people listening today will be joining us at Kentico Connections here in Denver in the United States, and for those on the European side, we have our European event in Prague, and we hope that we'll see you there for more detailed training. And I know that Uri is going to be joining as well.
Yeah, of course.
Yep, and with that, Uri, I definitely want to thank you for joining us today. And if you have any final words that you'd like to pass on to people?
I don't know. Thank you very much.
All right. Well, thanks everyone very much, and everyone have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you.